What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Liverpool are in advanced talks to sign Renato Sanches, the Lille Portuguese powerhouse midfielder. Almost signed for Liverpool, but he suffered a knee injury in August before Liverpool could complete the deal. Romano said that Liverpool were in talks to sign Renato Sanches in the summer before that knee injury. Basically, Liverpool didn't want to sign a player who was out for like 2 or 3 months with an injury. But according to El Nacional, a Spanish news outlet, Liverpool are Sanchez's new favorite team, and this disappearance of Barcelona from the transfer talks has caused Liverpool to remain the big favorite to welcome Sanches into their ranks. This is exactly what the report says, and I think Barcelona are skint after signing Ferran Torres. The only way that they could even register Ferran Torres from Man City to play for them was to reduce Umtiti's wages to like 1/5 of his wages, but they extended his contract. So it was a clever accounting by Barcelona, but they don't have any more money to sign Renato Sanches. And I think Renato Sanches would be the perfect player for Liverpool, exactly what we need. Since Wijnaldum left Liverpool, I think we have been a little bit short in midfield. Of course, Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain and Curtis Jones should be the goal-scoring midfielder, but for one reason or the other, none of them are scoring goals regularly. Naby Keita mainly because he's always injured or at the Africa Cup of Nations. Curtis Jones also had a very unlucky eye injury, and Oxlade-Chamberlain is a shadow of his former self, and he's getting back in form, but I think Oxlade-Chamberlain should score a lot more goals for Liverpool. And the newspapers are reporting that Liverpool would need to pay a fee of just around 30 million euros to secure the services of Sanches, who have been reportedly linked to Liverpool for several transfer windows now, and Sanches could prove to be an ideal replacement for Gini Wijnaldum. Sanches is an all-action midfielder who can score goals, who can defend, who can run with the ball, who can dribble, who can tackle, and he has lungs to run for days. His engine in the midfield would be terrific for Liverpool, who have Henderson, Thiago and James Milner, 3 midfielders over 30 years old, and I think Renato Sanches would be a young, fresh introduction, a fresh new blood into Liverpool's midfield. The only downside is his injury record. Renato Sanches has been injured for a few times in his career, but he's still a pretty young player, so I don't think it would be a huge risk to sign him. So Sanches is only 24 years old, and now he's a far more experienced player than when Liverpool were initially set to be pursuing him. The dangers of gambling on such young players were exposed brutally at Bayern Munich and also at Swansea City. I think it was the wrong place at the wrong time for Renato Sanches. And because of these troubled pasts of Renato Sanches, his value didn't really go above 35 million pounds because of his mixed past. He didn't have a great success in the Premier League at Swansea because he was such a young player. He also didn't have a great success at Bayern Munich. But at Lille, he has won the French league ahead of Paris Saint-Germain. You can't underestimate how big an achievement that is. Lille has a fraction of the budget of Paris Saint-Germain. Probably Neymar or Mbappe. That one player is worth more than the whole Lille squad combined, but that's the kind of finances that you can see at PSG. And also, Lille got him for 18 million pounds in 2018, I think, or 2019. So Renato Sanches would still make a profit for Lille if he is sold for 35 million pounds, and Lille need the money because even though they have been in the Champions League this season and they qualified to the knockout stages, the French league doesn't have the financing available that other big leagues have. So Lille, when they have a player who they can sell for a big money, they need to take it, otherwise they won't be sustainable enough. And Renato Sanches, since his injury, he has been an ever-present in the Lille team. I'm looking at his team sheet and he only missed the Monaco game. In every other game he either played or as a starting player or as a substitute, and Lille are in good form. They are unbeaten for a long time, actually, since October, since they got beaten by Paris Saint-Germain. And Renato Sanches has a good form. He has 1 goal and 3 assists in the French league, which is not too bad. He also played 4 games in the Champions League this season. And I think Portugal were very unlucky that Renato Sanches scored for them in the crucial last World Cup qualifying game, group stage game against Serbia. But in the end, Portugal lost in the last minute to Serbia, to a Mitrovic header, I think. And Portugal will have to play a playoff. And they might have to face Italy. And either Italy or Portugal will miss out on qualifying for the World Cup. So it will be an absolute disaster for either of them. But if Liverpool sign Renato Sanches and then Renato Sanches doesn't go to the World Cup, I wouldn't be too disappointed, because that would just give him more time to rest and recover from the season and hopefully get back to Liverpool and fire on all cylinders next season. And according to the newspapers, AC Milan are also interested in Renato Sanches, because Franck Kessié, it looks like, is leaving AC Milan now. That is another player that I would love to see at Liverpool. I really think we should go for him. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that summer talks were held by Liverpool, and Liverpool were the most likely club to sign him before Renato Sanches actually got injured. And this is what Fabrizio Romano said. Renato Sanches has always been on the list for Liverpool. He's a player that they have been scouting and they appreciate very much. But it is not true that it was a done deal in the summer. They were interested, but they never really made an official proposal because they were not happy with the price tag on Renato Sanches. And then he got injured, so that collapsed things. But they always had his name on the list. And there are many clubs who keep an eye on him, like AC Milan. So we will see. Florian Neuhaus is having talks with his agent, but nothing else at the moment. So for sure, Renato Sanches has always been higher on Liverpool's list than Neuhaus. And I think rightfully so, because Renato Sanches is a better player than Florian Neuhaus. And I think Renato Sanches, I think he is much better than when he played for Swansea in the Premier League or when he played for Bayern Munich. So you don't judge him on those career milestones that he made there. Judge him on his form for Portugal lately and for Lille as well. And if you watch Lille in the Champions League, they really held their own. And the Lille president, Olivier Letang, has actually confirmed that it's an open secret that Renato Sanches could have left Lille in the summer. He had a release clause, but because of his injury he ended up staying. So I think in the January transfer window Liverpool should sign him, honestly, because that would just galvanize the team, galvanize the club. Of course, right now we don't really need him, but think about the long term. Think when Henderson, Milner, and inevitably sooner or later Thiago will start to decline as well. Liverpool would need a player like Renato Sanches for sure. And why not bring him in earlier? Why not get him accustomed to how Liverpool play? Give him a half a season buffer before next season he could be integrated into the first team and start almost every week for Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp also revealed when Harvey Elliott will be back. So he was out for a long time, so we cannot rush it, but I'm pretty sure after the international break Harvey Elliott should be ready. So after February, maybe in early March, that's when Harvey Elliott should be back at Liverpool. And Diogo Jota has slammed VAR that killed the joy of celebrating the winner, or at least the goal that sent Liverpool to the League Cup final. He said, I said in the dressing room already, the VAR killed a bit of the joy of the moment. I was going to celebrate with the fans 2-0, and then we need to stop, and then when you realize you are actually on, it's not just my second goal, but the goal that kills the game. So it was a really important moment. The thing is about this goal is that without VAR the goal wouldn't have been given, because the linesman put up his flag. So without VAR the goal would have been wrongly disallowed through an offside. But let's hope that more and more times the linesman will get it right. But at least with VAR now even a disallowed goal will be allowed if it was onside, and that's how it should be. So yes, it killed the moment a little bit, but at least Liverpool fans could celebrate twice. First we celebrated when Jota scored, and then it was like a big letdown, oh no, it's offside, and then we could celebrate again when the VAR gave the goal. So that was terrific, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Thanks for watching, have a nice Friday, see you later, goodbye.